Hello and welcome to Laura's Cozy Corner. I have stumbled upon something here, just using my brain a little bit. I had something kind of growing in my walkway, which I thought might have been a cucumber. Remember from a previous video, I kind of skipped a spot thinking I could probably train it to go that direction and up through for the rest of the cucumbers. Well, today I come out here after a little bit of rain, and if you guys can tell, that is not a cucumber, that is a pumpkin. So, a stray pumpkin that God has given me is in the middle of my walking path. And I thought, well, I guess my path will just have to go around it. You know, just go around. And then I was going to plant my corn kind of in between my trees here. I got one behind me. I'm sitting kind of in the middle of it. I haven't done my corn yet. I'm kind of late. And then I was going to probably plant like an L-shape corn area. And then I thought, well, where's this pumpkin going to go? Because it, you know, pumpkins, they grow on a vine and they vine out and they go kind of anywhere. I had one last year that grew back there on that fence, and it come up just like that, just one little plant, and it grew up, and I trained it across the fence back there, and it was pretty much off the ground, and it went almost down to my gate. That's how big one of these pumpkin plants come up. That was, again, not planted by me, but planted by birds or whatever, God. So I have another one of those this year, and I want to show you. I was like, how am I going to get this to go up with something that I have laying around? And I'm not going to plant a whole lot of tomato plants this year, so I have a whole lot of tomato cages, and they're the cheapy kind of tomato cages where some of these have bent pretty good and even the rings have come unwelded on them. But I was stacking them up over here, and I thought, well, this might work. I've got some zip ties that I'll go back and cut off. I got some scissors here I've been making my labels with. So I'm gonna go back and cut off these little ends here. But I have one sticking in the ground and carefully moved these little leaves, I'm sorry, through the holes, so this set will be supported by this rung, and hopefully the next set I can get it to come up and up here just like I do with tomatoes and up. I took another tomato cage, flipped it upside down to match this width. I put 2 zip ties on each side, pretty sturdy. And then I put another tomato cage down inside, small end to small end, zip tied again. And where this is a small area, I decided to put the metal to metal instead of having metal here in the middle with a small gap. I wanted to try and train the leaves to come up, hopefully this way. And then I was like, it's kind of hanging from here. What can I do? I decided to anchor it with another one. I just kind of laid it down inside, zip tied each side with the big side, and it went small side this way. And, you know, you work with what you got. And this fencing is very tight between here, so I stuck one through there, and it's very, like, it ain't really going anywhere. This part here is loose, but I went ahead and, let's see if you can see, I bent it so it'll stay put. It won't come out, it'll stay put. I can unbend it if I want to reuse this for a tomato cage later. So here's my homemade pumpkin training cage without spending money. Maybe go up over my head, try to train it out of my walkways. We'll see how it goes. You get to see with me. That's something new that I don't know. God gave it to me. We'll put it that. Now these cucumbers, I was thinking maybe coming up and coming over somehow. I was talking to my husband. And then maybe attaching to the corn over here or something, but it'd be cool to have cucumbers growing this way. One year I may have the funds to do like the candle panels like everybody likes. That would be nice to really cool to have. And just right now I don't have it. I've been door dashing lately. Sorry about not having enough videos for you lately. My phone storage has gone down to 0. I'm not buying iCloud storage. So I've been trying to figure out how to get all my videos onto a jump drive. I bought this little adapter and it would connect to my phone from Amazon. Connect to my phone, would connect to the charger, and it would also put a jump drive inside. And then I could download my videos from my phone to the jump drive and have no computer. It worked for a little while, but the little metal piece, you know how some of the cheaply made chargers, they come apart, you know, at the end in the metal pieces. So that's what happened. I might get me another one. I might get one, not that brand. I can't remember what brand it was, but anyway, it was one of the cheaper ones. I'm trying to get the videos off my phone so I can use CapCut and then be able to put these on my YouTube channel. So these videos will be coming up way later than what I have originally shot them. So today is January, February, March, April, May, June. June the 9th. And I'm really slow at my garden. I've got apple tree. This is the Pink Lady apple tree. This is the Jonah apple tree, which already had leaves on it when I got it. These did not. This one and my peach tree over here. And I put a handful of compost down in the hole. Watered it real good. This has probably been 3 weeks I think, and we've got little bitty buds on each limb here. So it's doing something. This is my first time doing fruit trees. I've also planted, if you remember from a previous video, onions, yellow onions. They're coming up great over here. I did the same thing, onions around both apple trees as well. The Pink Lady apple tree has some little tiny buds at the tip. Not so much down here right now, but I heard something whining. Must be kids across the street. So I have those going. The cucumber plants that I got from Miss Amanda, they're doing great. Where it's been kind of droughty and I'm not watering, I ran out of rainwater to water my animals, so I didn't water anything. And when I planted my second batch of onions, because I stop when it gets too dark, but I planted these and didn't even put water in the ground. So you can tell, I love this already, this mulch, that it holds a lot of moisture in your garden. So we had just a little bit of rain 2 days ago, and I can tell right away, you know, it just made everything kind of perk up here. If you can see down the line, I have yellow onions, and then somewhere in through there I've started purple onions, and they're all the way down to the corner. And whoops, lost my balance. all the way down to the corner and around the corner to a certain point, and then I started planting some garlic today, and I'm going to plant garlic all the way down to the end of those cucumbers, and I'm trying to keep like pests and stuff away. Garlic and onions are pretty stout, so hopefully it'll work. I got more garlic, I'm sure, and I'll start on this end and I'll go down the edge of my garden all the way around. Hopefully that'll keep them out. The pea plants, I have 2 of them that are doing pretty well. They've got pods and get a little bit fat, but where we haven't had much rain, you know, it's just taking a while. Got a couple of them here. So I got 2 pea plants. 2 of these melons popped up in different areas. So I got one going here, and I got one down there by the let's see, Jana apple tree. There's one I think might be watermelon or melon. That's what my picture of this app says on my phone. And it also said that I have kale. So I have some kale that I get to try. Went ahead and labeled that. Oh, speaking of these little dudes here, I kind of squished my little onion pods, and if they was too mushy or I didn't feel like there's anything in them, I just set them aside, and then I buried all of those little pieces in one little hole here. So it looks like if I throwed these away, I wouldn't have had 5 more plants, looks like. So that's pretty cool. They may be smaller than the rest, which is fine. I can use them as chives. Here's one of my pea plants that's not doing so well, or not doing so hot. Bugs has gotten to it. I thought maybe it might come up a couple good leaves, and then I could pluck off the ones that are not so well. That one might just die on its own. This, I wasn't sure what it was. I didn't get out here to take care of it. It's actually a radish, and it's bloomed, and I did some research, and it said if it was blooming, it's too late to pull it for the root. So I'm just gonna let this bloom, and then I was reading about it'll produce some seed pods, let them dry, and I'll have more radish seeds. So I'm gonna do that with that particular plant. I have some seeds. And I think that's all. But again, I have not watered any of these plants since I've put them in the ground. The cucumbers. Look how well they do. And, you know, there's a couple of them that, you know, because again, where I had so many cucumber plants, I might have planted them too close together, and this could be the reason. And lack of water. We're fixing to have a lot of rain come up this next week. See, yellowing. A couple of these are yellow. That's fine. I'm letting things do what God wants to happen. That's kind of how I do things. While the sun's going down, I'm going to show you my lonely little rooster over here. He's doing fine. He's getting fat. One day I can get to the chicken swap and get him some ladies. Hi, Rudy. He's wanting some bugs right now. Hey, Rudy. How you doing, honey? I know. I'm scared to let you out right now. But my husband might help me clip one of their wings, and it does take 2. I'm learning this stuff. It might let him out to get bugs in the evening before sundown. Yeah. Yeah. He's a good boy. I ended up getting a better feeder. It holds more. He seems to like it better. There's no poop in it. and every now and then I just make sure he's got enough in there. I have bought the layer feed also. I'm not sure what it's called, but I went to the feed store here in our little town, and I got 10 pounds of the starter grower, 10 pounds of the, I think it's laying feed or something like that. It's bigger food. And so I've been doing half and half. Just get 2 handfuls, put it in a little container of one kind, 2 handfuls of the other kind. And so right now he's getting half and half. So he's getting bigger, and he was digging, and so that just kind of let me know that, hey, I think he's ready for bigger food. He's my fat boy, huh? So big. Yes, you are. He's great. He's learning how to crow. It's pretty cool in the mornings. So sometimes I'll hear him go, eh. He's trying to crow. My little kitten's doing great. He's getting big. He has, actually, I say great, but I hear him like it's hard to breathe sometimes. So I wonder if he might be coming down with something. I'm not very big, mosquitoes are out. I'm not very big on vets because I took a cat one time to the vet. Cost lots of money. And they did a procedure, and as soon as the procedure was done, the cat died. I still had to pay the vet bill and everything. So I'm more of apple cider vinegar and water. Get the healthiest food that I can. I've been getting cat litter that's odorless, as natural as I can. It's the clay or whatever, kind of dusty. It says it'll clump up some, but the urine doesn't really clump up very well. I just scoop out the wet litter. It's the cheapest litter too, so it helps a lot on that. King is his old self still. We've been battling the flea thing. Again, I don't do the chemical stuff. I just do Dawn dish liquid, squirt it in a little bowl of water where it's blue, and then I take time to comb with a flea comb and brush, and I just put the fleas down in the Dawn dish liquid water, and it kills them. You know, they wiggle a while and then they die. And I've been doing that with the dog. I've been doing that with both cats. What else? Oh, Hoppy, he's declawed. We have a fenced-in backyard. He's been meowing to go outside. I finally let him outside. He does pretty well out here. I would watch him real close for an hour or two and then take him back in. He'd wail again, you know, want to come back out. He's 14 years old. I figured he's probably been in the house his whole entire life. He don't know what outside is. So I watched him a while. Same thing with the kitten. And Hoppy holds his own against the dog. And the kitten's still a little small for my liking to let him go and have the dog out here too. So I just leave the dog in the house, bring the kitten outside. They like to hang out back here. And then I take them in the evening. The older one I do. The kitten I only bring out for 30 minutes to an hour because he's so little and there is holes underneath my fencing and I don't want him to get out of this area. So, been a mama to everything, huh? Not to mention my dad has been in the hospital. He had a small heart attack and he was at one hospital for a while and then he was just shipped over to another hospital. He has a very unique heart. And I'm not sure if he wants me to disclose all this information, but anyway, my dad is probably going to need bypass surgery soon. So I've been back and forth with his wife. His wife doesn't drive, so I've been doing whatever they need at the house and at the hospital. And then door dashing as well. Changed my hours from door dashing. It seems to work out pretty good. Instead of 1 to 9, I'm doing 10:30 to 1:30 come home. That's lunch break or lunch hours. And then I go back 5 to 9. And sometimes I work till 9, sometimes I don't. If I make enough, come on home. So my goal has been $80 a day, and seems to work out just fine. Come home, get to do little things. Now, I had my lady problem again here recently, so I've been down for 2 or 3 days with, 2 days. Today was a really bad day, though. Tried to take Midol Complete for you ladies out there. It has a little bit of caffeine in it. And to be honest, I don't really see much difference between Tylenol and Midol. I don't know. Midol seems to take just as long to kick in. I had to take a nap. After my nap, I haven't had any pain, so I think it's just kind of, I feel everything happening inside. And it's very uncomfortable. So I guess that would be all my update for the past few weeks. I don't know if you have seen my house. Some of the guys come sometimes, but the back of my house looks totally different. They still have to wrap all the wood that you see in white metal. And then that's just the back half of the house. They got almost everything over in this corner. I'm trying to hurry because the sun's going down. They got almost everything over here done. Looks really nice with the white trim. And my house is no longer white. It's going to be green. They got the roof done on top of the bathroom. They got the roof done on top of the bedroom. And might have a few more shingles to go, I think. Or runs of it or something. Here's the other side, down to the mudroom. They got most of it done. You know, they're working on it the best they can. Again, got to wrap the wood in metal, but it's looking good. Inside the house is a disaster. I'm not even going to show you. Just picture, you know, where I've been gone. I've been door dashing. I haven't had time to do laundry. So my laundry's piled up. To be honest, I don't even think I have stopped to take a shower in a week. Maybe 2. I don't know. But, I mean, I don't stink or nothing. It's just getting in there and taking a nice shower. You know, your whole body from head to toe. I haven't done it in about 2 weeks. Last weekend, the boat's been fixed. Yes, we got to go fishing. So last Saturday, that's what we did. We went fishing. Hopefully Sunday, we can go fishing again. Today is Friday, so in a couple days, we'll get to go fishing again. That is our way of just taking out anxiety, chilling with the water, the sound of the water, fishing. Never made a, I mean, I might have got a couple bites. Never caught a fish, but it's very relaxing. You don't hear traffic like you do now in the background. You hear birds, more prominent. And gets us away from the house. It's bothering us that we can't get out here and mow. The push, or not the push mower, but the riding lawnmower wouldn't start today. Plus all the, you know, junk laying around. We haven't got it out yet. What do I keep saying? Baby steps. Yeah, baby steps. God leading you. And where I'm taking time out to rest, my body, I guess, isn't wore out. So I can say that for myself. Proud of myself for resting. When I'm tired, I just stop, I don't even care about the house right now. You know, my dad with the heart attack and hospital stays and taking care of everything, trying to make sure his bills are paid, you know. Door dashing to make sure my bills are paid. Having a plan. So, trying to DoorDash to make more money that I need so that I can start saving up to work on the inside of the house. So, I know it was a mouthful and this is a long video, but I haven't seen you guys in a while, and I hope I can get this up on YouTube soon, and we will see you guys next time, okay? Take care.